All right. Ready to talk some shit?
This is the true definition of by any means necessary.
Yo, we had to make this shit happen, bro. Fuck.
By any means necessary. Malcolm would be proud.
I know, right? Shit.
Malcolm would be proud. That's
Not recording at our usual spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know. Just pulled a couple of strings. We're somewhere else here.
Somewhere else.
Because we gotta deliver this shit to you. You know what I mean?
It has to happen.
It has to fucking happen.
Every Saturday, bro.
Yeah, man. What you do this week, though?
Nothing. Diddly squat.
Damn.
I did not do jack. It was hot this week.
Yeah.
It was extremely hot, so I complained about does that count? I complained about the heat.
That's what you did this week.
That's what I did this week.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
And you're a family man.
Yeah. I could not function. I could not function at all.
Fuck.
I was, but thank God the rains are here.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Finally, man. We've been waiting for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So this week, let's see what happened.
What were you up to?
Shit, just radio, man. To be honest.
Yeah.
Just radio shit. A lot has happened this week, though.
A lot has happened this week.
A lot.
It's been an eventful week.
Can't wait to get into it, man. Fuck. All right, so what do you want to start with, though?
Yo, damn.
What happened this week?
There was, I don't know. Is it 3 podcasts in now? Where every podcast has been
a woman
story
cheating.
Of a woman cheating.
I think
and
so.
Today there's a story of a woman cheating.
Today?
Well, not today, as in this week.
Oh,
it happened this week. Yeah, it happened this week.
The question is, are women trash, bro?
Are women dogs? Huh? Are women dogs?
It's been a long time since I saw anybody post men are trash, bro.
Yeah.
Because, like, y'all are getting exposed.
Women are getting super exposed. It's crazy, man.
Dude.
It's crazy.
So I was having a conversation with a friend, right?
Yeah.
And she was telling me, like, women usually cheat because, like, married women.
Yeah.
It's like most of them were just forced into getting into it.
Okay.
And so that's why they cheat.
Okay.
I'm like, that could be a factor. But I don't think that, like, that's like you can't, like, put a blanket on everyone and say that's like the main reason why they cheat.
Hell no.
So we need to like sort of uncover this. I know we're not women, but we need to understand, like, what the fuck is going on in this country?
That is such a weak ass argument.
Like, what the fuck?
I don't know who the woman was. That is such a weak ass argument, because it's like if men say stuff like that, it's like, oh, I cheated because I was forced into this. I really didn't want to do it.
Yeah. You know exactly what they're gonna say.
You're a dog. You're trash. Finish.
Exactly.
That's what you'd say if it was a man.
Yeah.
So don't try and justify it. All right?
Yeah.
Look, for a long time we try and say things. It's like, oh no, when a woman cheats, it's because she's not getting emotionally satisfied from the home arrangement and whatever, and she will go somewhere else to seek affection.
Yeah.
That might be true with some women. But there are some women. Let's not pretend like it doesn't happen. There are some women who just wanna fuck around.
Yeah.
They just want to have sex with different men.
Why is that such a difficult point for people to grasp? I don't get it. It's like it's possible.
It's possible. It's very possible.
We're all human. It's like
we know girls like that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Women like sex too.
Yes. It's just
as much as men.
Yes. It's just that when those women do those things, all right, they still have that one guy that they like, and they're still going to complain about that one guy. Oh, this guy is not doing blah, 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 blah. Or when he breaks her heart, she'll take it to social media. Guys don't do that. We don't take us, when our hearts are broken 10 million times, we don't take it to social media.
Well, some men do, as we've seen in the recent past.
Yeah, well,
some
those
bitch-ass niggas.
Yeah, those are, But most men, it's, let's go have a beer. I'll call up a girl who I know is gonna give it up after a couple of beers. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's what I'm gonna use to get over this.
That sounded a little rapey, bro. Shit.
Yeah, well, not in that particular manner. Somebody who you have a mutual understanding is like, look, we can get down
mutual consent. Yes,
mutual consent.
Where she knows that these drinks are leading to sex. Okay, yeah.
You've even told her in a sober state, it's like, hey, look, man, I want to get some.
Yeah, I want to smash.
I want to smash.
Straight.
my girlfriend out here cheating. She crazy. You know how she gets. But boom, yeah. That definitely happens. She helps you get over that situation, man, quick. But we don't take it to Twitter.
Yeah, no, we
don't take it to Facebook and all of that.
No.
You know?
So my thing is, how many guys out here are able to forgive a chick after the chick cheats on them?
There's a whole bunch of guys, I think. The crazy thing, I think there's a whole bunch of guys who, when they catch their woman, all right, it's hurtful and it's all of those things. But in the back, way back in the back of your head, it's like, yes.
What?
Yes.
You're a psychopath.
Now I can do whatever I want.
Wow. Really?
There are people who think like that, bro. Let's not get it confused. There are people who think like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what is she going to tell me? I'll just bring up, after all, you did this. You're going to complain about me coming home at 01. At least I'm not snipping around like you.
Yo, niggas are trash, bro.
Niggas are trash. So in the back of his head, he can even go out of the house. Boy, ungachoke. 23 hours ungachoke. Nenchoka mwana. After what she did last time, I go home and I go and come as I please, my friend.
I go and come.
But like, yeah, the people who think like that.
So, this last story where a woman was caught in was it a boarding house?
It was a boarding house at some learning institution. Yeah. Wow. She was all cuddled up, booed up with another boo.
Shit, bro.
Yeah.
A boarding house.
Yeah. Y'all know crazy things happen in these boarding houses, bro. You know that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I know for a fact she sucked his dick.
How do you know that?
I mean, he's young. He likes things like that.
You know for a fact.
He wants fellatio, bro. Come on. I think young niggas want to do some crazy shit.
I think it was just one of those situations. It was either pre
what?
Pre-intercourse. Like, I don't think they were getting down yet.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't mean that particular situation. I know they've probably been smashing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yo, but they were naked, right? No?
No.
They were dressed?
They were dressed. Anyway, the time the video starts, they're all good, they're dressed. It's just the husband to the woman who is, ranting and raving and all of that crazy stuff. But he wasn't trying to put that stuff on social media, though.
What makes you think so?
Because he's not the one who put it up. It's just other people. Because at some point he actually closed the door, and then people were like, "Nah, we want to see. We want to hear.
We're in on this already.
What's going on? Yeah, we're invested.
Yeah,
I mean, people wanted to go in and beat up the guy because he was answering back and shit.
Oh, he was talking shit.
Yeah, he was talking smack.
I haven't seen the video. That's why I'm asking
he was
these
talking
questions.
smack. So people are like, "Hey, we'll come in for you." Like they actually wanted to go in, and then the Bali was the one who was closing the door. Yeah, so he was pretty decent.
Yeah, I should have let them kick his ass.
Yeah, I think so. I would have definitely.
Yeah, it's like, yo, do it. Like, fuck this nigga, man.
Or even.
Yeah,
no problem.
So shit, man. I don't know what advice do we have for men? Like, be more compassionate. Like, what the fuck? Because this is crazy. Every fucking week there's something going on.
Yeah, But I think it's the thing is, we might think it's like, oh, now it's going on, or now it's a problem. Like, I don't think it's a problem now. I think it's always happened, and now it's coming to the fore.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of things, like, like police killing black people all the fucking time, all that shit. Like, it's been happening forever, but social media is what highlighted it,
amplified it, and highlighted it all.
So yeah, definitely, this shit's been happening for a long time. So, fuck.
Yo, keep the lines of communication open,
What you mean?
Talk. Talk with your husband. You know, if you don't like the fact that he comes late, or you think he's cheating or whatever, and then you feel like you're gonna have to do the same thing, or you're not satisfied in bed.
Yeah.
You know, because that is a major factor.
Yeah.
You know.
That's like, I think it's like up there.
Yeah, because it's like we still have the kind of sort of traditional arrangement when it comes to marriage. It's like, God, the man just rose up, you know, just roll over, take it, go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like there's no
not taking your time on it.
You're not taking your time. You're not trying to please your woman.
Yeah.
You know, and then she's gonna find some young dude, you know, who's a gym trainer. He's got all the time on this. You know what I mean?
He can lift her.
He can lift
flip her around and all. Hey,
it's crazy.
Like we really need to have a real conversation about this though. It's like monogamy. I don't think monogamy is for everybody.
No, it's not.
And I think people just need to be honest with each other.
Yeah.
It's like with themselves.
The crazy thing is, probably most people figure that out like you're maybe 4 years into marriage. And then you're like, damn.
The same for me.
Maybe it's the same for me. You know what
crazy,
I mean?
Man. It's like, how long did you know the chick before you married her, though? Or the man before you married him? Yeah. And then you come to this realization.
Yeah.
Monogamy is just not for you.
Yeah.
Like, we're all different as human beings. Like, we can't all function
the same way.
Same way.
It's not possible.
For some people, they just can't stick to one person.
They can't.
And if you want to be with them, you gotta, you know, if you love them that much.
Yeah. You have to take that into consideration. Look, Snoop Dogg's wife knows. Maybe now he doesn't mess around, but like she knows. Like she even said, it's like, as long as he comes home to me at the end of the day, it's fine.
See,
do your little thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of these, you know, people who are hooked up with celebrities, you know, like you're married to somebody in the NBA. He's on the, you know, he's gone, you know, a lot of the time. This guy is some of the biggest celebrities tour for 9 months.
Yeah.
And they have women literally throwing themselves, like, panties off. I'll do whatever you want me to do. They will do anything to sleep with your man. Do you really think he's gonna be, you know?
Here's a little thing, like, to give you some perspective. Like, the most obscure DJ on some obscure radio station somewhere is getting ass.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
He's getting ass. So if you're dealing with like a way bigger celebrity, like he's getting some other type of shit. He's seeing different types of women that he probably, you know, never thought he'd ever have.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So start to make an excuse for it, but that's what it is.
That's what it is. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, and this goes both ways. You know, you have to take into consideration all of those things. Yeah. You know, because I don't know, there's certain things that women like. You know, they like attention, they like affection, they like you listening to them, and all of that. So if you're walking around the house like you have a housemate who you sleep with once in a while, when you feel like it, when you're horny, you know, and then there's somebody else who's asking, oh, how's your day going? Yeah. What are you doing?
The little things, man.
The little things that probably us guys won't invest in after 4 or 5 years of dating or being married to this person, because you feel like, this is my babe, she's not going anywhere. You know, there's somebody else who's looking at her like, damn.
Check that ass.
Damn. Totally.
I'd eat her up from head to toe.
You start slacking in that place, and then, you know, somebody else is looking at her like that.
Yeah.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
Some people just need to do that Chewa thing, man. You know, swing.
Yo, that stuff is crazy. Anyway, that hyena stuff, whatever. Yeah, that was crazy because that shit started. I think we heard about it. First time I heard about it was probably 2 years ago on the BBC. About some man who goes around breaking virginities of young girls or whatever.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
And then he had HIV, and then he passed on.
He was passing it on.
Yeah, he was passing it on to this kids and whatever. You know, so that's unhealthy. That's sick.
I wasn't talking about that. You know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about the other stuff.
Yeah, I ain't talking about no hyena shit.
Stuff. Oh, where it's like, oh, let's exchange wives.
Yeah. You take my wife for the night, I take yours. And then, you know.
Yo, that's crazy though.
Let's see who comes out happy.
The problem, and that's the thing that happens, because you see these things a whole bunch of times. You hear of these stories. It's like, oh, here in Z, where a girl goes like, yo, I invited, you know, it was my husband's birthday or my boyfriend's birthday, and then he's always wanted to have a threesome. Invited the third person, and then after you invite the third person, it was over for you that particular day as the person who invited the other girl. Yeah. But for him, he was like, nah.
That ass was too dope.
I'm going to continue. And he continued, and then you find the other person gets pregnant.
Oh, that's crazy.
Boom.
That's crazy.
You know? And those are things that you see on Facebook. Oh, this is problems and whatever. It's crazy.
Ish, man. It's just such a fucking complex thing to maneuver, man. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
What do you do?
The human mind, man. Like, humans will do whatever humans want to do.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
Yeah.
They will do whatever humans want to do. You know, they will go, like, how powerful the human brain is. Someone will wake up and go blow themselves up thinking they're going to heaven. Humans will do what they want to do.
Yeah,
that's how crazy. So for you to say it's like you want to put a person in a box and say this is how you conduct yourself.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy. You have to take it with a pinch of salt, man.
You know, people just need to stop being too stuck up, man. Like that's what breeds shit like that. It's like if you know that there's something you can do to make your relationship better, like go ahead and fucking do it.
Do it, please.
You know?
Please. That whole stuff about macho man and as long as I'm providing around the house.
Yeah. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Yo. Somebody else is gonna climb your Mount Everest, my friend.
Wow. Goddamn, bro.
I'm telling you. Somebody else will. And it's not anybody with money. Doesn't have a whole bunch of bikes.
I know, right?
He's just a gym trainer, man.
Dude.
Simple gym trainer guy.
Be your garden
Probably
boy,
not even that intelligent. You know?
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Maids be getting it out there.
Too much.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy out here in these streets.
We've seen and heard the stories, you know. Big people, Zesco, whatever. He's in Bowling, out there waiting for a freaking maid.
Yep.
You know?
Because she gives him that ghetto sex. Yo, ghetto chicks, bro.
Woo. Okay. Woo. Now you're talking like you're speaking from experience, bro.
Nah, I just heard stories, bro.
No, that woo. You don't, niggas don't woo, bro. Unless they are speaking from experience.
Hey, nigga, you ain't going to ghettohost.com? That's why I saw that shit.
Nah, man. It's like, woo. It's like, yo. Because after that comes the dab. Like, oh, my nigga. That chick.
Fuck out of here.
From there. She gives.
Yeah, man. So yeah, what else happened this week, man? Fuck.
I mean,
oh shit.
I mean, there was I don't know if we should get into this right now because it happened not too long ago. But there was elections. The PF won the Mangango parliamentary seat.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ruling Patriotic Front candidate Godwin Putu has defeated 3 other contenders to win the parliamentary seat. Mr. Putu polled 5,618 votes, while his closest rival polled 3,987 votes. All right. Look, all of this happened, and for me, you know, I just sat down and I was like, people still voting for the PF, yeah? That's what I got from this. You know, I didn't want to get into the crazy details or whatever, of the different candidates and whatever. And I was just like, people still are like, yeah, the PF.
Yeah.
That's who we want.
Yeah, I think, you know, we still have that mentality that is like, why vote for... I don't know, how do I put this? It's like almost like vote for the opposition and it's a waste of a vote because the ruling party will win anyway.
Yeah.
There's people thinking like that.
Yeah.
You know? And that's why people like Elias Chipimo never, you know.
Yeah.
Because everyone was like, yo, this is the guy. Like, we need to vote. This is a guy that probably should take office next.
Yeah.
But, you know, people were like, nah, he's young.
He's too young.
We need to give him time and shit, whatever.
Speaks too well.
There's some bullshit like that. So it's just different factors, man. And on top of that, it's like, look, that's the ruling party, man. They went there. They gave them shit. Because it's like, look, when you're dealing with, and I don't want to sound crazy here, but when you're dealing with simple minds, like, you don't even have to say anything complex. All you have to do is just give them a few things.
Yeah.
Promise a few things, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know? So the president flew out there. He went there.
Yeah, he did.
So people see the president, it's like, oh shit. And that's what tells you that fucking seat is very, very important to the president.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what, Western Province?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's an area he wants to, you know, put a stamp on. And that's crazy that the UPND didn't get that seat because that's their stronghold. So are they losing it?
I feel like, you know, like, I feel like with the UPND, I feel like they need to, I don't know, they need a rabbit out of their hat type shit. Yeah. They need to pull something.
Yeah.
They need to do something.
Straight.
That is absolutely 100% different. Mm-hmm. You know? I was having a conversation. I think I was having a conversation. I don't remember who I was talking to. But it's basic. I think somebody in the UPND. You know, and I was saying, it's like, look, HH needs a different face, fam. I feel like he needs to work with a PR group that's just gonna flip him around and make him look like a happy man. He doesn't look like a happy man. He doesn't. No, true. You know what I mean? He doesn't look like he's a happy person. He looks like he's upset. And people do, and they use that, and they say it's like, oh, he's upset. All he wants to do is be president. He just wants, he's power hungry, basically.
Yeah.
You know? But he never looks like he's happy-go-lucky.
So he's not likable in that sense.
No, not in that sense. You know, not in that sense.
Let's try to think back to presidents, like what made them tick, like in the past. Like Kaunda is Kaunda. We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
But like Chiluba, for example. Like what made people get drawn to him? Like what was it about him?
He was number one. He was extremely articulate. He was probably, I think he's still probably the most well-spoken president we've ever had.
Yeah, you can make that argument.
Well-spoken, extremely intelligent. All right. Probably not, you know, not book smart in terms of degrees and whatever.
Yeah.
But he knew how to interact with people.
Yeah.
He knew how to get people to like him.
So he was likable.
He was very likable. He went to Ndola. I will never forget this. All right. When he got separated from Vera.
Yeah.
He went to Ndola, had a rally in Ndola. And then he gets there, and I remember this, and I was trying to put two and two together, and I was like, okay, crazy. But he went to Ndola, and he was on the podium, and he was like, I'm tired of being single, because Vera had left him, and it had been a while. And he actually said, I'm tired of being single. Yeah. And then he says, Ubushimbe. And I'm like, he's singing that. You know what I mean?
Classic.
Bro, I sat there and you're like, the president of the freaking country is saying he's single.
Yeah.
And he's tired of being single. He's looking for a girl.
Damn. Okay, so that was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was culture.
Yeah.
That was hip hop. Then Mwanawasa.
Initially, people didn't like Mwanawasa.
Yeah, I remember that. Garbage,
like him.
as they would call him.
Yes, I remember Roy Clark actually wrote, to me, one of the best articles that was ever written. He was basically in a restaurant and he was with his people and they ordered certain things, right? And what he ordered was the mazoka steak. All right. He ordered the mazoka steak, and then somebody else ordered the mpika snake. Somebody else ordered, I forget her name, Gwendolyn Koni. I think she had a party where she was running.
Yeah.
The lady, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of exotic food that's not Zambian she was, Yeah. And then it's like, look, we all ordered this other stuff. And then they brought us a big boiled cabbage. That was Roy Clark then.
That metaphor
you know what I mean?
is hard.
Like, yeah. It's like everybody is looking. It's like, no, I didn't order this. I did not order this. I did not order this. And but like, boom. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
Y'all get the cabbage, the big boiled cabbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It wasn't even cut, by the way. It's like it was just.
So did he? So I guess he won because the MMD was just that influential at the time.
Yeah.
And then he just turned out to be a great president.
Yeah, he turned out to be a great president. Awesome president.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the best that we've ever had.
Yeah, true.
One of the best that we've ever had.
True. And then Rupiah liked football.
Yeah.
He was a bit goofy, man. Like, he'd crack jokes all the time, you know what I mean? So
I don't know why, but like sometimes when you hear somebody speaking in Chawa and Senga, it's like you expect it to be funny.
Yeah.
It's like when comedians just get into speaking.
They get into that Chewa bag.
Yeah. When they get into that Chewa bag, like, oh, jokes. So everything sounded funny. I mean, it's like he just literally said, it's like, oh, the monkey has peed on me. Kanitundira. That was way funnier. So I don't know, maybe it made him more likable like that. But like,
I think that moment really made, it was... It humanized him to another level. It's like, oh shit, a monkey peed on the president. Bruh. And then Michael Sata was Michael Sata. Like,
Michael Sata was Michael Sata. I mean,
Iron Dude,
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
So like, why? HH is a very smart dude. So I don't
extremely
get why. I think he tries sometimes, but it just doesn't come off natural.
It doesn't come off natural.
Try and crack a joke and it's like, I don't know if we should laugh because you always mean mugging, sir.
It doesn't come off natural. Look, there was a time when I think he was at Joy FM, and I was on radio at that time, and then I was getting off radio to make way for him and the interview he was going to have on radio. So I'm sitting there and they're like, oh no, bringing in a couple of more chairs, So I went to get a big chair, like the one you're sitting on right now, and because there was like a little raggedy chair that was there. Yeah. And I tried to get it and remove it, and he was like, oh, no, it's fine. I'll sit on it. I was like, no, the bosses want you to sit on this one. Yeah. Like, no, it's fine. It's like, you know what? I'm you guys' servant, so this is fine. You know what I mean? And at that particular moment, that seemed natural.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like...
So he didn't force it.
He didn't force it at all. It just seems like, nah, it's no big deal me sitting on this little funny chair.
Yeah.
And that's where he sat. He looked a little bit weird and everything, but like that's where he sat.
He should have taken a picture.
They did, actually. It was in the post.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Did they make fun of him for sitting in that chair?
No, they didn't.
It was just some other shit.
It was just some other stuff that he was obviously talking about more important things.
You know how petty people are, bro. They'll see something like that and like that'll be the headline. Like,
yeah. But like
Joy FM makes HH sit on a scrawny chair. Like, how dare you?
He requested for it. But yeah, that seemed natural. So I think it's like if they can cast him more in that light, cast him more, not where you say it's like, oh no, HH went here to do this or went here to help this woman. Kind of like, oh, this was a by the way thing.
Yeah.
Or, like where you catch him where he's not looking at the camera, where he's not shaking somebody's hand and looking at the camera, where it's just, it's a by the way, it's like, okay, he was helping someone and it was a by the way thing.
Yeah.
Those are always the best. You can even make it look like it's by the way, but y'all know it's planned as hell.
Yeah. And like, speaking of HH and him, like, there was a story that came out this week that him and the president met up and they had a conversation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's something I didn't think would happen.
Me too.
Yeah.
I try to think of these closed door things. Like every time when I hear that there was a closed door meeting, what comes to mind is, you've watched House of Cards.
No.
So House of Cards is this political drama and stuff. And it's like super realistic, bro. Like they have shit like, I mean, before Kevin Spacey was, before he became the rapist
the trailers,
and shit.
Yeah.
Like they would be like, yo, the president and like the opposition dude are going behind closed doors to go and talk.
Yeah.
And then when they show them in the room without any press, no cameras, no mics and shit.
Yeah.
Like they're just talking about football or some shit. It's like, fuck. And they're like, oh, so these idiots really think that we're like resolving shit right now. Like they'll just sit there, kick it, have a drink.
Yeah.
After an hour, they walk out, shake hands, and that's it.
Yeah.
So like, for me in my mind, I'm like, I think that's what's going on. It's just a show.
No.
It might just be a show.
I think...
You really think
No.
Edgar is going to piece it up with his worst enemy?
No, I don't think they're going to piece it up. But what I'm saying is, like, I think there are certain... like I said, for me, I never saw that happening. And the reason is because I feel like these two actually genuinely didn't like each other.
I think they don't.
They don't like each other.
Yeah. I know there's some politicians who fake the funk in the
absolutely.
media. But those two?
Nah.
He had that man sitting in a cell for how long?
Yeah.
What, 3-4 months or some shit?
Exactly. Those are clear definitions where you can see it's like some things back and forth in the papers, whatever, come after your assets here and there, it's whatever. It's part of the game, basically. You sign up for it. But in a situation like that, where you went to prison, that's different.
Yeah.
I mean, even our very own KK, every time he was asked if he forgave Chiluba, he always said he had me sitting on Christmas Eve. Like he never went out there and blatantly said, he would always quote a Bible verse.
Yeah.
Love your neighbor as you love yourself and all of that. But like he would always had me sitting on Christmas Eve, on Christmas Day. He'd always go back to that point.
Yeah.
Because there's certain lines that you don't cross because, you just don't do it.
Straight.
Yeah.
Straight. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. But it's like, I don't think they... And they had some religious leaders in there as well. Just,
okay.
And that's where I think it's like a PR stunt. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But who does it benefit though?
I think it benefits the both of them. But then again, it also goes down to what they're going to do or say about each other going forward. You know what I mean? Because it's like when HH came out of jail, I really thought he was just gonna, like, the best move he was gonna make to me was to just be like, yo, this guy did this shit to me, but I'm letting it go. But nah, this dude, because like that's the presidential thing to do. That makes you more likable. You know what I mean? Because in that instance, people are like, they're sympathetic towards you. But then when you come out and then you become an aggressor, it's like... I think
that's what you're supposed to do though. But like what he's trying to do is trying to highlight that there is no democracy in Zambia. There's a democracy, but it's kind of like, it's a play. Y'all are playing dress up with this word called democracy. It's not real democracy. So, because it's like he was sitting in that cell for how long?
Well, 4, 5, 6 months.
Yeah. And then the state decided, there's really nothing here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, they kept him there and they kept on trying to find ways to pin him down and all of that stuff.
And there was nothing. And the thing is, it's like, look, the thing
what he tried, the main play that was there, sorry to cut you off, was to have him become a convicted felon. Because after you become a convicted felon, you can't run for presidency.
Absolutely.
So you're eliminated. Yeah. And then they would have been forced to go with GBM, and GBM is not getting the intelligent vote. He's not. No. He's not.
No, GBM is not getting, but maybe that's what should happen. Because
we can't have GBM as the president, bro.
Look, all I'm saying is,
and I think that actually kind of fucked up H8's campaign, to be honest.
My thing is, it's like Zambians, when you come out intelligent, Zambians don't like you.
Yeah,
I saw a whole bunch of stuff because my pastor was running for member of parliament or for mayor. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then I saw there was a video that he did. He did a number of them. There was a video that he did. Lusaka, whatever, for Facebook. It was mostly for Facebook. And then people are like, no, he's speaking in English.
Wow.
And I'm like,
yeah, you're right about that.
And
man.
then you
GBM
go there
could
and you see these people, and these people have suits and ties and everything. It's like you go to work, obviously, at 8 hours and leave at 17. You're speaking English the whole damn time.
Yeah.
You got your job because you're able to speak your English. So, like, what the hell?
What you want the man
like,
to do?
You're going to get mad at somebody who's 120% Zambian. His name is Kangwamwe Rachideshi. And then he's like, no, you're speaking English. Like, what the hell?
You know what's so stupid and so phony about us as Zambians sometimes? It's like we laugh at our own people when they go on an international stage and they fail to speak proper English.
Yes. 100.
It's like if our president went to the UN and fumbled, we would fucking laugh at him.
Crazy.
It'll be like, oh my gosh, he failed, he embarrassed us.
Yeah.
But then in this moment where you've got somebody who's being,
yeah,
they're speaking to you,
generally,
they're articulate, they're intelligent, you know what I mean? You should aspire to be that way, but you're hating.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
It's crazy. That's why we don't like Chipimo, because he speaks well.
My God. I think we like him. It's just...
We like him, but it's... But like the thing is, it's like we always go back to he's not, I don't know. He's not ghetto enough.
Yeah. Like, what you want him to do, man? Fuck.
And I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Apart from be Zambian, what else do you want me to do? All right? Because it's like, let's keep in mind. So what are we saying? Are we saying that, if I grow up in Kablonga, I come from a privileged family, my parents always had money, they took me to, Namununga and Chengelo and all of that, and then I went and studied 4 years and came back to Zambia and I speak extremely well. Mm-hmm. So what? I can't run for public office because I speak well? I'm Zambian, just like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. But, people just... Because you know how it is, man. It's like... people who seem like they're not from here because they don't speak like everyone else, they get a little flack here and there, man. So yeah, but it is what it is. Zambia's out of, not playing AFCON.
Yeah.
Sven Vanderbroek says he's not. They hired him specifically to
get us to the Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since he's failed, now they're evaluating whether to keep him or not.
Well, don't keep him. If you hired him to get you to the Africa Cup and he hasn't done it, why are you keeping him?
Yeah, you're right. That seems like the logical thing to do. But I think the people at the football house should know better. It's like you hire this dude and he's got a limited amount of time to get people ready. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have the whole squad with him because most of them are playing in South Africa, some are playing in Congo, and all of that. Like, it's not realistically possible for you to have all of them together, which is what all national teams really suffer from. It's like some teams have it good where you put them together, they're able to play properly, they mesh properly. Mm-hmm. Best example of this is Argentina have one of the best squads in the world. Yeah. But it's wild. The last time they won a World Cup was back in the day with Maradona.
Yeah. I mean, the last World Cup, they just failed to deliver. They didn't show up.
Yeah. But
it's crazy.
You've got Aguero. You've got Messi. You've got Di Maria.
Yeah.
You got Higuain. Like, you got all of these fucking top-notch players.
Yes.
But put them together, it's not a well-oiled machine. No, you know what I mean? They're not going to play the way they play at the club level because in the club level, you're together almost a whole year and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So I think we should give this guy time. I really think we should.
Time to do what, though?
It's like, how many coaches are we going to have? It's like, just get a local coach and stop fucking with us. Like, if you're gonna get an international coach, keep him. If you're gonna get a local coach, let him do the shit. And let's not play this fucking game. Because what you're doing is, in a way, you're confusing your players. Because every other time, there's a new coach. And I think that's even what teams like Manchester United are suffering from. Because every other year, you've got a new coach. So the coach that you have now starts to get things rolling a little bit, warming up the engine.
Yeah.
And because he's not producing results there and then, you get tired and you want him to get out.
Yeah, but like that's the era we're in right now.
It shouldn't be that way, man.
Yeah, but like that's the era we're in right now. People want instant results. Fuck. Chelsea wants instant results. It's like you can even freaking win one title if you're slacking in the UEFA. If the boss man doesn't like you, you're gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's people want instant results. And the crazy thing for me, it's number one, there are certain coaches that it's like, okay, look, this was a good coach. Hervé Renard was a great coach.
Yeah.
Did his thing.
Yeah.
So in a situation like that, and people like Hervé Renard are the ones who make it bad for everybody else. Because it's like, okay, look, this is Zambia. Okay, Zambia, he comes here, he does his thing. Well, we get to the Africa Cup, we win that shit. Right?
Yeah.
Dude bounces. He goes to what? Who did he go after that?
He went to Ivory Coast. Yeah.
What happened to Ivory Coast? Were they in the finals? Did they win it?
Believe they didn't win it though. They didn't win it with him.
They didn't win it.
Did they?
I think they won it.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
They won it because
he's the only coach. He's the only coach to win the AFCON with two different teams.
So it's kind of like, and then he went to Morocco. Morocco after that went to the World Cup.
They went to the World Cup. Yeah.
So the thing is, it's like, if he can do it, why can't you also give us results? Because it's like, then you're not gonna say it's like, oh, it's the players.
We should have kept her.
He
should have kept Renard.
Yeah, but like y'all couldn't afford to pay him after that. He was too on demand.
Yeah.
He was on demand. Bigger teams wanted it. Yeah.
But look, Zambia is a top-notch team.
Used to be.
No, it still is. It's still a football powerhouse.
Where?
In Africa. What you talking about?
Y'all have the name.
We won the shit 2012. That's not too long ago.
Yeah, but like...
It's like what, 6 years ago?
The thing is, it's like you have the name, but you don't show up.
Yeah, because we're not stable. And that's why we should have kept Renard, because he understood the culture. Pay the man what he deserves to get. You know what I mean?
What Zambia is a typical Benze Bakali.
Oh my gosh.
100%, that's what we are.
Crazy. And the only team to win the AFCON and then lose the thing in the next... It was like... We played like the next year. Like we couldn't even keep it for 2 years. Like,
no, we couldn't.
Why the fuck did that happen? Because of the World Cup? Or some shit like that?
Some shit like that. I forget.
Those niggas like to fuck with us, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, but it is what it is. So Zambia is trash.
Goddamn, bro.
The Zambia national football team is trash.
I don't think we're trash. I think what...
It's the coach?
Yeah,
look, you can even see when players are trying to show up. Bruh, like when players are trying to show up, when Argentina was bragging, and everybody was like, oh no, Messi doesn't have whatever the same players he has that make him look good at Barcelona and whatever. And I was like, yeah, you're gonna say that, but like if you look at the statistics, he still has the most shots on goal in the whole fucking team.
He was balling.
He was trying to make sure that he pulls through his team.
Yeah,
you know
he tried his best, but it just wasn't good enough. It just
wasn't good enough. It just wasn't the year. That shit happens all the time. It's like you can't even just pin it on Messi because it's Messi. It's like you had other dope ass players on the team too, and they didn't show up.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I don't know what Zambia needs to do. I'm tired of Zambia. I swear, I don't even get affected. I used to get sad when we lost. Now I'm like, nah, I was expecting this shit.
Damn. I have to say, yeah, that's me too, man. Like when I heard that we're not playing AFCON, I was just like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
This is what, 2 times in a row?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yo, it's crazy. That's some crazy shit.
It's crazy.
That's some super crazy shit.
Zambia. I don't know. We should just try and invest in badminton or something like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, bullshit. Nobody's going to watch badminton in this country.
You never know.
Nobody's watching tennis in this country. Nobody's watching golf in this fucking country.
That's what I'm telling you. Nobody was watching boxing until Esther Perry started knocking down niggas. And then boom, all of a sudden everybody is Esther Perry, Esther Perry. You walk out of the streets, bruh, 17 hours.
Yeah.
18, 19 hours, Esther Perry is fighting. People, it's quiet as hell.
But we've always liked boxing though. People used to stay up to watch Tyson fight.
Yeah, Mike.
So when we had our own shit, it's like, yo, like even when Mayweather had his big fight, people were up in the morning watching that shit. We love boxing in this country. So before Esther Perry, there were people, Chingangu and shit. Like we've had a good boxing culture in this country.
Nah.
No, we have. Nah. I remember watching boxing as a kid, bro. Like Zambian boxing. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Nah. No, seriously.
Who's the top boxer right now, is it?
Top boxer? Catherine Perry?
Who's making noise? It's like, where's Catherine Perry?
Catherine Perry
where's
is
Catherine
still
Perry right now?
What you mean? She still has a belt?
She still has a belt? Really?
Some of them, yeah.
When's the last time they showed a fight on TV?
I don't think that's her fault, though.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's a little seasonal thing.
When Peter Cotton sort of moved away from promoting boxing, that was it. That was it. You need somebody to push the sport, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about badminton.
Yeah. Nobody's watching badminton. When have you ever sat down to watch badminton?
I used to play badminton. That's what I'm saying.
You're a white man. We've established that shit.
I used to play badminton. All right. And the crazy thing is, but like, let me tell you this.
You used to play badminton.
Yeah.
You got pictures? You need to show me receipts of that bullshit.
Like back when I was in primary school and shit.
I don't believe that shit.
But the thing is, you know, like we've had some of the best players leave the country even. And go to the United States and play at top levels. But like, because we don't support the individuals, you know what usually happens? They go to the United States or Canada because there's no support here. And then they just decide, it's not cutting here. I've been number one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've been beating guys in the southern region and whatever. But like, there's nobody cares about that particular sport. So it's like,
that's what you're just saying. What I'm saying, nobody cares about badminton.
Yeah, because we don't have a Peter Cotton. So if Peter Cotton today decided, okay, you know what, there's badminton finals happening.
Bullshit. Right? Nobody's watching that, bro.
People are gonna watch it.
Nah, nobody watching
basketball, that shit. Same thing. People are gonna watch it.
People like basketball, but not Zambian basketball, bro.
Why don't people like?
Yeah, it's like a niche almost. People would talk all day about the NBA, but going out there and watching shit here, nah.
It's like the players are not tall enough though.
Nah, that's a fact. That's why we're always losing. Angola dominates.
Yeah,
because they've got proper players out there, tall as fuck and shit, and they're strong.
Most of them go to the United States.
Yeah.
Because if you check out if you've
Angola, Congo,
the Angolan players, like probably there's two guys who still sound Angolan. Everybody else has got an American accent.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's for real.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but don't tell me people here are gonna watch badminton. You know what? In fact, they did try to show badminton on TV.
Where?
On ZNBC. I remember that shit. They tried to show field bowling on TV. Nobody watched that shit. They tried to show golf on TV. Nobody watched that shit. You're probably talking about
Zambia, Kwacha Good Morning Zambia.
No, like the whole thing.
Kwacha Good Morning Zambia.
Nah, they were showing like games. Actual games on TV.
Nobody's gonna watch golf in Zambia, bro. Like
it's the same as badminton.
Our golf, whatever, is not even like proper, man.
No, it's actually good golf. We have people playing good golf here.
No, like I'm talking about the greens. The greens are not the same as the United States or South Africa.
What makes you think so? We've got good fields. Have you been to the Lusaka Golf Club?
Yes, I have.
What? Just because
it's not the same.
Because they got monkeys in the bushes. They got monkeys in the bushes. That's that too.
It's not the same quality. That's what I'm saying. So it's like the ones in the United States and in South Africa. Most of them in South Africa, anyway, they look like it's a nice proper green carpet. Okay. You hit the ball and it rolls.
Okay.
Ours is like grass
are the balls able to roll? Thank you.
They have a problem rolling. You can tell. Like, yo,
that's bullshit, bro. You been there
Tiger Woods would have a tough time. Tiger Woods would probably be beaten by a Zambian guy. So brought him here to play on the pitch here.
Nah, look,
on the green here. I'm telling you, Tiger Woods would get his ass handed to him by a Zambian dude.
Don't listen to this asshole. Our courses are actually not bad. Yeah, we're actually pretty okay. Yeah, so Polo.
Away from that shit. Let's just invest in badminton. I'm telling you.
Bullshit. Nobody's gonna watch that. Anyway, what else happened this week?
Who? Bobby East.
Oh yeah. Bobby East.
Artwork, track list.
So Bobby East is, I think we've spoke about him a few times.
Yeah.
Spoke about him extensively on episode 9 about, whether he's the number 1 artist in Zambia. That was a great debate. So yeah, the album will be dropping soon. He hasn't put out a release date yet.
Yeah.
But my best bet is he'll be dropping it in the week of Christmas in December. And that's because that's the same time period that he dropped his first album.
Oh, there you go.
So maybe he's trying to make like a little tradition. Yeah. So don't quote me on that, but I think that's what he'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. So the track list, what do you think of his track list?
Dope, man.
I don't like to judge albums off of a track list, but let's get into it.
I mean, look, for me, I sat down and I looked at it. Number 1, first of all, big shout out to Mr. Starsh.
Starsh, yeah.
I hate saying that name. I swear.
Just doesn't sound right.
I hate saying your name. It sounds like I'm fucking it up. I hate saying
Starsh.
I'm like Starsh. I just want to say Stash. All right, Mr. Stash. All right? Why you Mr. Starsh, man?
What is a Starsh?
I don't know. But like, we need to have a conversation. I need to bump into him. We need to have the conversation and just, you can drop the R. It's okay. Even Jay dropped the hyphen from his name at some point.
Hey.
So let's have a discussion about dropping the R.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Anyway, I just wanted to say big shout out to him because he looks like he's the hit maker. He looks like he's XYZ right now. He's the XYZ sound because every single track.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
That's
on
him.
That. Yeah.
That's him.
Starsh has he's got a unique sound.
Yeah.
And you have to applaud him for really pushing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been very consistent. Like,
he's been very consistent.
Consistently putting out good beats, and when he has the right rapper, get onto his beats.
It's dope. It's fire, man.
It's just
it's dope. It's fire.
Another level, man.
I first heard of him, I believe. I think there's a rapper called Young D. All right, there's a rapper called Young D that I used to play back in the day.
Okay.
All right, and Starsh used to produce his music.
Okay.
And I always thought it's like, these beats are actually really, really dope. But he hadn't crossed over yet,
Yeah.
Because this like the artist, the Young D guy, I think probably now has got one of the. I think this is probably going to be his biggest song because he's got a song with T-Sean, produced by T-Sean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who, Young D?
Yes, Young D.
Who the fuck is Young D, bro? So it's probably inspired by Slap D. All these niggas, man.
I don't know. He sounded a lot like at some point he sounded a lot like J-Rocks. That J-Rocks, the J-Rocks, the that he sounded almost like totally bitten style. He sounded like that.
So he found himself now.
He found himself now, and I think with the later song, I heard it. It's got a very heavy, Mr. Baila influence and all of that.
Shout out to Baila, man.
Shout out to Baila doing his thing. But that's the first time I started hearing because he had a lot of production by a guy called Starsh, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I think he did a song with Slap or something. And then that's how come that crossover started happening now. And now I think that's how now Starsh is XYZ.
Yeah.
So yeah. Big shout out.
Big shout out to Starsh. He produces the whole album. Yeah, this is wow.
I mean, that's crazy though when you think about it.
Wild.
You know what I mean?
He could have worked with a whole lot of people, but he just chose Starsh, and we know why. Because the guy delivers, so.
Yeah. But like, don't you think it's like even a Tony Breezy would have been?
Oh, Tony Breezy.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that would be fire. That would be fire.
That would have been fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But you know, he worked with a few people on the Beast album. So I guess I feel like maybe this is sort of like a Jay-Z Just Blaze situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where, you know that there's a certain producer who just gives you beats that inspire you to go ham
a certain way.
Yeah. So I guess maybe this might be the situation here.
I think, like we've said, I think Bobby is a very smart person musically. So I think there's obviously a certain type of sound that he wants with this particular one.
Yeah.
I mean, he is spoiled for choice, and as far as producers go, he could have got to
everyone
KB,
wants to work with him.
Yeah, everybody wants to work with him right now. So I think
I really thought Psycho Bay would be on this project. That's a hard record.
Yeah.
That's super hard, like a super hard record.
Yeah.
That will go down as one of his best songs ever.
Totally.
It's in his top 5 for me, even top 3 of his best tracks.
Yeah.
So not seeing it on the album was kind of...
Was it disappointing? But like, haven't you heard Psycho Bay enough though? Like, why do you need it on an album?
No, it's like, it's putting a stamp, like, you know, because an album is a stamp in time.
Yeah.
And like I said, Psycho Bay is, for me, top 3.
Yeah.
Bobby East record. And if we think this album is going to be as good as we think it will be, a record like Psycho Bay should be on there. But anyway, maybe it doesn't fit into the sound
that he wants
that
right
this
now.
has here.
Yeah.
So he's got a record with Rich Beezy. I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's track number 9. Like that collabo is like,
guys.
I can't wait to hear this shit, man. So
I can't wait to hear, because I also saw somebody tweet this, and I was like 100% because I got excited. The Dave, because we've said Dave is just the future. Man.
Yeah, Dave is a superstar.
Dave is a superstar. Dave is the future.
Yep.
You know, so I can't wait to hear the collaboration with Dave.
Yeah, and then the one with Natasha Chansa and Tim. Like,
yeah. That's gonna be super lyrical.
Yeah,
I think that's obviously gonna be rappers getting ate up like crazy.
Yeah. Mike, I wrote a review about his Beast album, and the one thing that it was a good album, but what bothered me a lot was every time he had somebody on a record, they did better than he did. They had like a better verse or something. He was 90% of the time getting outclassed by the person that was featuring on his record. So Tim was one of those people, and I highlighted that. It's like Tim came on the record and he fucking ran circles around you. I feel like if you're gonna have Tim on a record, you gotta try your best. And Natasha Chansa, she's coming up, and you know she got bars. Yeah. So,
but that's the thing.
He's very brave to have Tim come back on this album. He better deliver.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think now it's probably gonna be different. Anyway, like in my head, because I forget what song, but it was somebody who's very lyrical with J Rocks.
Somebody very lyrical with J Rocks? What do you mean?
What's his name? Alkanai.
Yeah.
All right. It was on an Alkanai track, I believe. And then Alkanai went in. Because Alkanai reminds me of East Coast hip hop, basically. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He's grimy.
So he went in.
You know what I mean?
And then Jay came on the track, and I was like, if he probably tried to do the same stuff, he would have just sounded weird. It would have. It's like Jay got bars. But like the way that Alkanai raps is different.
Which record is that?
I forget the title.
It was a recent record, not the old stuff, right?
Yeah.
They shot a video for it and stuff?
The newer stuff,
yeah. I think I know the record you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
So for me, I felt like Jay came on and he did that raga thing of his. So that sort of separated the two. You couldn't compare them.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like probably because we have said, I don't think Bobby East is a lyricist like that.
No.
You're not going to compare him with Tim.
Yeah.
You know, but like he has found himself. He has a certain sound right now that's just absolutely
That's
different.
a great point.
Yeah,
That's a great point.
That you still want to hear.
Yeah, one of the great points you brought up in episode 9 was like Bobby was really trying to prove that he's an MC.
Yeah.
He's dropping bars. And then now he's found himself in a pocket where he really doesn't need to do that, and we've accepted it.
Yeah.
So this time around, he just has to say a few clever lines and you're safe.
I mean, you listen to Give Them Hell and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, you can tell that's a Bobby track.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's got the Bobby stamp. Everybody else came through, they had hard bars and whatever, but like, you're just like, Give Them Hell. And I'm like, that's nothing complicated. It's just easy peasy, you know? But like, only Bobby can do that.
Straight.
Yeah.
Straight. So yeah, really looking forward to the album.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Vanilla, as he's calling it. I remember him and I were supposed to do something. It was because he wanted to drop this album last year, actually.
Okay.
And we had met up and he was like, yo, I'm about to do this. So let's do like a special edition podcast where we break down each and every record and stuff like that. So I don't think we're going to do this for that. Because nigga is on another level, but I know he's like, yeah. So he's not trying to just I think he wanted to put it out for free. That's why we're going to do the podcast.
Oh, there you go.
But this is something for sale, so we can't just have shit just playing on a podcast for free.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, people download the whole thing. Cut out the parts with the music.
Yeah.
I won't need to buy it. So, yeah, man. I'm really proud of Bobby East, man. Really, really proud. He's found himself.
I mean, like, with this album, I'm expecting great stuff. You know, I'm expecting some really good music. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens.
This man's found himself, like, even with his image. Like, when you look at the album cover, like, you know, Hawaiian shirts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The man
good,
found
man.
his sexy.
Definitely did, man. Definitely did.
Wearing a very expensive watch, by the way. God damn.
Yeah.
That's like a Tag Heuer or some shit.
There you go.
God damn.
He's making that money.
Yeah. He's good. He's
Infinix
good.
paying him, bro.
Yo, you better give us some phones, bro. My screen is smashed, bro. I need a fucking cell phone, please. For real though.
It's like
I'm not even joking.
And I think that should be like one of the things, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
some smartphones
just
to the
be like,
niggas,
yo,
man.
I'm Bobby East. I'm affiliated. I'm brand ambassador, or whatever the deal is right now. It's like he could just be like, yo, give him a phone.
Yeah,
Give him a phone.
Yeah,
Give him a phone. Like,
yo, Bobby, I need a phone, man.
let me even.
I'm serious.
I have an Infinix, so I know the Infinixes. So the Infinix Pro 5. Infinix Pro 5.
Don't you have a Pro 5?
No,
you have a Note
I
right?
have a Note 5. But like the Pro 5, I think it's about 168 GB. Yeah.
That's the shit.
4 gig RAM. Yeah. It's dope. It's
Yeah?
dope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Yo, so Bobby, you heard that, right?
we are phones.
Yeah, speaking of Z hip hop, Zenga Man dropped his end of year cypher.
Yeah.
And features a slew of artists.
Yeah, man.
And let's go through the list of the guys that are on the song. So first of all, there's Jay-Z.
You remember what I said about that, right? I had a whole bunch of. Oh no! Number one, it was a typo. Number two, there's probably a young upcoming artist called Jay-Z. I was making excuses for the nigga.
Yeah.
It's like there's a young artist and he's stuck. He's like, no, I don't want to change my name. My name will be Jay-Z. And we're like, okay, cool, it's fine. Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe that's what. Yeah, so it's Jay-Z, Slap D, Cleo Ice Queen, J Cash, Fly J, Critic, Steve-O, Chisenga, formerly known as Crisis, Neslong, King Illest, and TP.
Yeah.
So the record comes on, man. The record, like the night before the record, he announced that there was Jay-Z on the record, right? And I'm like super excited. I'll go to Twitter like, yo, my man, Zenga Man got fucking Jay-Z on a record. I'm so fucking excited. This is great for the culture. I mean, I didn't say all of that, but you know, I was just like generally
So
that's how I was feeling.
You actually said that on Twitter?
Yeah, I did say, oh, this is great. You know,
Oh,
happy
for
for
real?
the man and shit. I actually sent him a message.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, yo, you got Jay-Z on a record? God damn it, that's dope.
So you actually thought,
I really thought he had Jay-Z on a record, bro.
wow.
I really did. And here's the thing, right? Like, there's certain people that I trust in the industry.
No.
And Mzenga Man is one of those.
No.
I'm serious. Like,
Fam.
when he said he had Jay-Z on a record, I was like, yo, I trust him.
No.
I really, because he's never pulled a stunt like that. Or he's never done anything for attention.
Bro, if he probably said he had Bow Wow on the track, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe. Not even like, yeah, maybe. I'm like, bro, Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Jay-Z?
Like, we got
Mzenga Man got Jay-Z on the record.
What's wrong with that? Please tell me why you think it's not possible.
How is that supposed to happen?
Emails
Yes.
to managements and stuff. You send them your catalog, you show them your influence,
Yes.
and then they make a decision.
And then Jay-Z decided, yes, I will be on the Mzenga Man.
Yeah.
Do you think that's possible, bro?
Yeah, bro.
No. Crows.
Look, here's the thing, right? When I got
jerking around, man.
Look, when the news came, I didn't want to be one of those people to jump out of the box and just be a fucking skeptic, you know? Because that's the easy thing to do, to just be like, fuck out of here. There's no way Mzenga Man's gonna have fucking Jay-Z on a record. But like, I really gave it a chance. And then next day, when I knew it was fake or not as real as I thought it would be, was when the shit was on like afrofire.com and shit like that. Not knocking afrofire.com, but it's like, if you're gonna have Jay-Z on a record, you're gonna make money off of it. You've signed contracts and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you're gonna put it on iTunes. It's gonna be on Spotify, on Deezer, or some shit like that. Because you're trying to get streams, and then there's also publishing in there. You're not just gonna put a fucking Jay-Z verse out for free. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, red flag, right? But anyway, I downloaded the record from afrofire.com.
How much you pay, Chrome? How much did you
Zero. I wasn't required to do nothing. I didn't wait for the email to come from because we always get emails and shit. When people, before they drop records, they send us emails, but this wasn't one of them. So I listened to the thing, and because I've listened to Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z a million times, immediately I know where the verse is from.
Yeah.
Just sped it up a little bit. Yeah. It's from that's Feeling It. From Reasonable Doubt, an album that dropped in 96, Feeling It was dropped as a single in 97. Like, come on. This is, it's not like an obscure Jay-Z record where people never heard it. It wasn't like some shit in the
Jay-Z
beat.
verse, nah.
It wasn't like a B-side thing. This was, So I'm like, wow. And I know some people are like, yo, that's a great marketing tactic and whatever. But for me, why it was disappointing was because we've been making strides out here. Slap D had a record with Patoranking recently. Yeah. Roberto's been doing records with Patoranking, and all these people. J-Rox has a record with, I don't know if I can say this, Amara Brown. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. We just dropped it right here. And then there's who else? Who else is making moves out here? People are making moves, real moves out here.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, yo, like, we had this person work with this person. You have Chandambao had a record with what's his name? Lay Lizzy from Mozambique and Deleuze from SA. So we're going international. And I thought this is Mzenga Man, like, yo, going like, yo, fuck you niggas. Fuck all your fucking features. I got fucking Jay-Z because I'm the big dog.
See, you saw that and you thought, oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I saw that and I thought typo.
Wow.
I thought typo. I thought upcoming artists go Jay-Z.
No, because why I wouldn't think that is because I read the Facebook post when he was like, yo, when I told you I have a big international artist on the record, this is who I was talking about. And then he said Jay-Z. So that's why I knew it wasn't a typo.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
How crazy it is just to get in that bracket of Jay-Z. Because let's keep in mind, even people doing songs, people like DJ Khaled doing songs with people like Jay-Z is a big deal to DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
All right?
That's a fact. That's
a fact. I remember when Czar said he's got a song with
Tory Lanez, yeah.
You know? And I was like, you pulled that one off. And I wasn't too surprised because he was like, yo, back in the UK, I was doing my thing.
Yeah.
And I was performing. All right?
Open
and I
for
went,
Ace Hood and all that.
I opened for Ace Hood, and I went to his Instagram, and he had like, to his Twitter, he had like 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And this is no, like the following wasn't Zambian. This is people that side.
In the UK.
In the UK. And it's like 20,000 people in the UK. And then there was also the things like, actually people from Def Jam reached out to me. They reached out to me and we have conversations.
Yeah.
Like they still talk. Like he's got people who knows like, if he does music, he can send it to them and they can listen to that.
The A&Rs.
Yeah. So for me, when he was like, got a song with Tory Lanez, I was like, it's possible for him to have a song with Tory Lanez because it's like he's already making the moves to make that happen.
Well, what makes you think Mzenga wasn't making no moves for that shit to happen?
What moves has he had? It's like, look, I respect everything that Mzenga Man has done, but like that's 120% local. You know,
that's fact. Yeah,
that's facts. So for me, it's just like there's no freaking way you're gonna start racing with Usain Bolt when you were out here crawling. We're just crawling.
So out the gate, you were just like, fuck it, this ain't real.
It's not possible.
God damn.
It's not possible.
Anyway, I'm naive like that sometimes.
But like if he comes to us and probably explains, it's like, actually, I paid for this verse or I got permission and all of those different things to actually put this verse on my record and market it as such.
Yeah.
You know, like I got Jay-Z on the track, then, you know, I have respect for it. I can actually respect
When has that ever happened where you get a used verse and put it on something and you pay for it? You can get snippets of it and like, I know Pusha T likes to do that, throw in like one line of a Jay-Z verse and then he continues rapping after that.
Yeah.
Or Jay-Z will put like a bit of a Biggie, like one line from a Biggie record and then he goes, they do that, but like not like a half of a verse or quarter of a verse, like that doesn't happen. So anyway, I listened to it and I'm just like, wow, I was really disheartened. Like I can't, like you really broke my heart, bro. Seriously. And I was talking to people in the industry and they're just like, whoa, like we can't be making moves like that.
No.
I mean, I get it. Like there's probably kids out there who've never listened to Reasonable Doubt and they're thinking right now, it's like, shit, Mzenga Man really has a Jay-Z verse. Like keep in mind there's kids out there who are really thinking like that.
Yeah. I mean, look, the kids, somebody who was born in 1999 is how old?
They're like what, 18 this year?
They've never heard Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
They've never heard Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, they know Lil Wayne.
Yeah, they know Lil Wayne,
Carter 3.
Carter 3, whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully they know Carter 3.
Yeah, if you're born in 99, you definitely know Carter 3.
Bro. So for me, it's.
You grew up on Young Jeezy.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that and I was like, okay, cool. Let's hear what it is. And I heard it and I was just like, okay, cool.
So for me, I don't know about you, but like that took away from the usual conversations we have every year when Mzenga Man drops a record and we're like, yo, who had the best verse? For me, that Jay-Z thing overshadowed all of that. You know, but I'm forced to listen to everything and try to evaluate it because, well, obviously, you know, critics of the culture.
Yeah.
So, but like for me, that just, it took away a lot from my listening experience.
Too much.
All this cypher. Because it's like, look, it's not like this is the first cypher that DJ Mzenga Man is dropping.
No.
He's dropped them year in and year out.
Yeah.
And every year people wait for this cypher because they know it's DJ Mzenga Man. This is a tradition. It's sort of like TAP's wrap-up series. Every end of the year, we wait for TAP to drop
a
wrap-up to tell us everything that happened in the year. Like, we're used to that. It's part of the culture.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do gimmicks. You don't have to make any sort of gimmicks to get people to go and listen to Mzenga Man's cipher because people are already going to listen to the thing.
They anticipate that shit like crazy.
Just the names alone, without Jay-Z, people are still like, yo, there's Slap, there's Cleo, there's Critic, Chisenga, Critic, Crisis, you know what I mean? So anyway, putting the Jay-Z shit aside, which one's your best verse? Because we have to do this anyway.
I don't know if I even want to go into that, though.
Why?
Because it's like, look, no,
the Jay-Z
on a
thing.
serious note, the second thing that I mean, after the Jay-Z stuff, put that out of the way.
Yeah.
The other thing was, I've heard TAP on Mzenga Man cipher.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like we needed. Because it's like, look, it's cool to have the same people. Look, we've been listening to Slap D for how many years? More than 10 years.
16 years.
More than 16 years.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like I've heard Cleo. I've heard TAP. J Cash is one of the most happening artists right now. He's in that bracket. Yeah. You know? I've heard Tick. Inside Out. Back to front. I've heard Critic. So I wanted...
You're about to say you heard Critic Inside Out?
I wanted to hear somebody else.
Okay.
I wanted to hear somebody else, honestly speaking. Because it's like, it can be the same rappers.
I guess you're right.
I'm tired of, TAP as an individual artist, please, by all means, give me that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
J Cash, it's like, oh, the new J Cash, let me hear it.
Yeah.
You know? And because it's like, this is all on a personal progression. Let me see, they're doing something different. That no strings track to me is just mind-boggling by TAP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, personally, this is what you're doing. You know, J Cash was underground for a long time.
True.
And I always say, it's like, why is this guy not blowing up? Why is this guy not blowing up? I had a conversation with Campster. It's like, what's up with this dude?
Yeah.
And then boom, he's out there now.
He blew up. It took a long time.
Took a long time.
Much respect to J Cash, bro. He been pushing.
He's been pushing for the longest time.
There was a time when I was a rapper, he was also trying to rap. I got out of that arena quick, he kept on going. Like he was there on the Charleston underground scene.
There you go.
Pushing shit, man. Until he's here, man.
He's here now.
Shout out to J Cash, man.
Shout out to J Cash.
I have a lot of respect
so
for him.
For me, I listened to that and I really didn't get into it too much because it's kind of like, I heard these are my people. I've heard these people a whole bunch of times.
Okay.
I wanted to hear something different. And for me, it's kind of like it was the same Mzenga Man cipher over and over again. And then you try to hook us with that whole Jay-Z thing. You know? So I kind of felt like I wasn't really excited about it.
Damn. So do you think that was like a general feeling about the cipher?
No.
And so he needed to do a Jay-Z thing?
No.
So the Jay-Z thing wasn't warranted at all. I mean, it made you listen.
Yeah, it made me listen. But like I was still gonna, like you said, I was still gonna listen anyway.
Yeah.
You know? It's just that the names that were on the cipher were like, we couldn't get other people. It would have been dope to hear other people. I mean, there's Immortal Caesar out there. You know, like guys who are not, they haven't broken through.
SB
Waldongo. They're guys who he knows them. So for me, I felt like this was one of those, he used the names to make the cipher. And for me, you're Mzenga Man. You're supposed to be making these youngsters. They should be like, yo, that kid who was on the Mzenga cipher.
Yeah.
Now he's got a song. Oh, now he's getting shows.
So basically, he should be like a tastemaker.
Exactly.
Where he's got his ears to the ground and he picks up these kids.
Yeah, man.
But you get Fly J on that.
He got Fly J on that.
It was a whack verse, by the way. I know it's a kid. I respect it. I know he's got style and everything.
He held his own. Yeah, he's got a lot of.
I know people are hailing that verse, saying, "Oh, he killed." No, it was a trash verse. That kid has no way should a kid like that be on a cipher with those big names. Like, what has Fly J done to warrant being on a cipher with somebody like Slap D, or have his name next to a person like Critic? It's like, come on. You're kind of giving these kids an easy pass. And if you're going to put somebody there like that, it should be somebody who you know.
Yeah.
is gonna, you know, bring the bars.
I think probably what Mzenga Man needs to do, have 2 ciphers. If that's what he wants to do, you know what I mean? It's like you know, you rappers got big heads and whatever. Everybody walking around claiming to be king. Everybody walking around like they're the best rapper out there. Cool. Let's have a cipher. Let's see who bodies it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way. But I think there should also be like a Mzenga Man cipher, like the official one.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, look, this guy, they have next. You know, there's people like J-Max out there. Where's J-Max right now?
J-Max. Oh, yeah. The guy from Kawe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, those are the type of people. Go fish out a LB. Fish him out. Like, for me, those are the things that excite me.
I hear you. Makes sense.
Then.
Yeah. There's so much you can do with it. I definitely hear you. I think it's just funny, you know, it's interesting that you bring that up, because like when I was listening to it, I felt like I had heard it before. I felt like that ensemble cast was put together before in the past, and we're sort of listening to a track we've listened to before, because that's what Mzenga Man does. He gets all these different rappers and puts them on a record and stuff, you know. But I like that he put King Illest on that.
Oh yeah,
and I couldn't understand shit he was saying, but god damn, he went in. I get why they fuck with him like that. Yeah.
King Illest is dope, man. King Illest is dope.
But I feel like King Illest needs to add more English into his raps, and this is something that Young Verbal had to do. He had to balance it out. It's like you're rapping in a language we don't understand, but when you drop English, like bars in English, you're like, yo,
fire.
Verbal is fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's what King Illest needs to do. And like the parts where he was rapping in English, he wasn't really dropping any crazy bars. He was just saying, yo, like, he said, what did you say? It's like, yo, I dropped a video and it killed the whole industry. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but like, it's a cipher.
Yeah.
You gotta drop bar after bar.
Yeah.
And like, when you drop a bar in a language that it cuts across different, you know, age groups, I mean, people, basically, that should be the strategic part where you'll send a message. It's like, yo, I know I do this Tonga shit, but don't fuck with me, because when I get into my English bag, I'll fuck like, all you niggas up.
It's kind of like we were having this conversation with Kachinga, and I played what song is that? DJ Vigilante, AKA and KO.
God's Will, is it?
God's Will.
Yeah.
You know, because prior to that, we knew, you know, we knew KO and all of that and whatever. We knew he could rap and whatever. But like when he came through and then he was like rapping in English.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because dude went in, and at that particular point, everybody was like, okay, it doesn't matter. Because it's like, look, he's on a quote unquote, on a song with an English rapper.
Yeah.
And then AKA went in first. Mm-hmm. And then after that, he had to hold his own. And then he held his own and probably even bodied AKA on that particular track.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of like that things. Like, for me, surprise us once in a while. Mm-hmm. You know, just do old English, or just switch it up and then go Nyanja, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Please, just once in a while. It doesn't have to be all the time, but like just once in a while. Or when you have an album, you can, you know,
you can do something like that.
You can do something like that. Like Immortal Technique has got a song called No Me Importa, and basically he's flipping it, and it's like 1 or 2 lines in English, 1 or 2 lines in Spanish, 1 or 2 lines English, 1 or 2 lines in Spanish, and it sounds absolutely brilliant. You can't. I don't understand Spanish, but when he drops the English bars, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. So just try and spread it out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm sure you had, like, you know, the Bantu Botatwe love you, but like try and spread it out even a bit more for, you know, some of us who are ignorant like that when it comes to Tonga.
Yeah. straight. I mean, that's why Slap was rapping a lot in like Nyanja and Bemba, but now, you know, he's cutting across because he adds more English into his records, and that's a strategic move.
It's Dala.
Yeah.
It's Dala.
It's just, everything is scientific.
Yeah, somebody actually said, there was a group called ABC, I believe.
Yeah, I remember that group.
Yeah, so they said at some point they wanted to do a song with Slap, and he said, no, I don't rap in English.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he said, it's like, nah, fam, I don't rap in English. At some point.
That was his mentality back then.
Yeah.
Okay. He was probably looking at his own crowd, and maybe that would have thrown his crowd off. So.
Yeah, but like now,
not to make excuses for him, but that's what it is.
Like, now you want South Africa to rock with you. You want
straight. That should have been the plan a long time ago. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, VGZ versus AKA. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. We have to.
So AKA, is out there talking about how his Fela and Versace record is doing well on the charts.
Still on the charts.
Those were some big records that he's like that chart that he had took a screenshot of. It's like those are big records around the world, and Fela and Versace is like doing well.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Blah blah.
Then our very own stuff. I think it's like I feel like AKA is always taking little subs at Casper in your vest.
Yeah, that was a sub.
The rest of this stuff is here today, gone tomorrow. Not in exactly those words, but basically that's what he said. It's like, this is bubblegum music, basically.
Straight.
Yeah.
So, VGZ replies to that by saying if AKA won a BT award, we wouldn't hear the end of it.
Yeah.
And the internet went nuts. He got roasted. I saw people putting the hashtag pray for VGZ, all of that shit.
Because AKA replied.
Because he replied to the thing.
Oh,
yeah, he replied. What did he say? He
basically said VGZ's profile on Twitter.
Yeah, he's an accountant, club DJ, club owner,
voiceover
artist, MC, all of those things.
Promoter,
and then he's like, "Yo, I hope one of these works out for you or some shit like that."
It wasn't even like a bad jab. You know what I mean? It wasn't crazy.
It wasn't. He didn't insult him. It was
because we know AKA would have got him the fuck out of here. But he was just like, "Yo, I hope this works out for you, man. I'm praying for you," type thing.
It was.
But sometimes it
was super sarcastic, though. I mean, we know where it was coming from, though, but
Yeah.
And then VGZ replied and said, "Wow, one hit song in a long time. So much noise, enough to make up." See, Bobby East, I need a phone. I'm serious about this shit.
We'll make that shit happen.
What the fuck is this, man? Shit, what's wrong with my screen? Now, I'm not making this up. I'm like serious. Bobby, I need a phone. So let me flip it to the side. There you go. Okay. Noise enough to even wake up the dead. Dude, try and fill up something. Even a cup for starters would be great. And that was his response to that. AKA didn't reply to that because that jab was weak, obviously. And then, everyone started going in, They
went in. I think the last time I checked, I think there was like 3,000 replies and reactions to that.
Yeah.
Last time I checked.
So, first of all, why reply like that to the AKA tweet?
No, I don't know.
I didn't get it. It's like, where did the BET thing come from?
I don't know.
I think I was trying to get it. I'm like, it's kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And one of the homies in our group chat brought up a very important point. They were like, if VGZ won himself a BET award, would we hear the end of it?
No, we wouldn't.
Fuck, if I won a BET award, y'all wouldn't hear the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's an achievement.
My thing is, number one, this is AKA. Okay? AKA has bagged a whole bunch of awards.
Yeah.
Big awards.
Shitload, actually.
A whole gang of that stuff. He's even at this point said it's like he doesn't want to win awards. He doesn't care. He's not even submitting his music for...
Yeah, we had a debate about that.
We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like... Because you just don't do things like that. Especially if you're someone who has a bit of like a name in your country. All right?
Yeah.
Because then it's not just about you. It's about the freaking country.
Yeah.
If you if somebody claps back.
Yeah.
And he did. And then people just started going in.
Yeah.
You know? And then somebody said just like, no, he actually has got a happening club in Zambia.
Which
and
club?
Then somebody else replied and said, which one? And then it's like, I don't know, bro. I just said that just to make him feel better. Fair.
God damn.
For me, I was like, why do you want this smoke? Why are you looking for this smoke?
Yeah.
You should be DMing AKA on I want to work with you type shit.
Yeah, you worked with Ice Prince recently.
You worked with Ice Prince. You
that
worked
means
with
you're trying to
Patoranking.
go international. So.
Yeah, you're trying to go international. So why
he
would
worked
you...
with Patoranking?
Some event, I don't know, in South Africa.
Oh, really?
Some party, yeah. There was a party that was going on. Patoranking was there,
That's cool. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're interacting with people like that, why are you trying to go after this dude?
Yeah.
Did he refuse to shake your hand at some point?
Yeah. It was just an unwarranted jab. And here's the thing, right? Like, VGZ has this thing. He's been trash talking online for a long time. Uh-huh. I remember when he had stopped doing the street party, because that's literally where he made his name. Like, when they were doing the street party at Hollywood City, he was the host there and stuff every Sunday. Every Sunday, like, that's the place that really...
That was the...
Yeah, it was the joint that... And props to him and his crew. Like, they revamped Sunday. They made Sunday like a chill day.
Absolutely.
Before that, people were just chilling at home on Sunday or some shit. But people were coming out to chill there. So they stopped doing the street party. And then there was a new crop of people that were handling it, And, Cree J is one of them. Cree J is one of my friends, one of our friends, one of our brothers.
That's the brother.
Yeah. And basically he put out a tweet. I don't know if it was a tweet or a Facebook post or some shit. And he was basically trashing the homies that were doing their thing at the street party. It's like, yo, let the clowns over there do their thing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why you gotta do that?
Yeah.
And for me, like, I've never really interacted with him before, but that sort of attitude, it just made me just sort of dislike him, to be honest. I'm just being honest.
See him in a certain...
Yeah, I'm like, why? Like, what have these guys ever done to you? Yeah. It's sort of like that Chela Tukuta thing, the photographer guy who's just going at every other photographer in the country. Like, what did they ever do to you? So it's like, why are you going online and saying all this, let's be honest, rubbish? Yeah. At the end of the day, you need these people because the industry is that small. Yeah. You can count how many DJs are happening right now. And you all need to work together. And I like, they've got like a team, the DJs are banding together because they know, like, y'all need each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the nigga was just talking trash online and I just didn't understand it. It's like, what's up with that? It's like, why you gotta do that? Like, you could feel a certain way about something, but why go online and talk shit? And now they're cool and stuff. They've pieced it up, I believe. But like, for me, man, that shit still is in my head, man. I'm just like, why? So when he got clapped back at like that, it was like, yo, you sort of had it coming. It's like, for the longest time, you've just been talking shit online, and finally somebody handed your ass to you. And now, and look at it. Yeah. If you get, let me give an example. When I had the thing with Charlemagne online on Twitter and we were going back and forth and shit, there was other people from the industry that was jumping in. Yeah. And be like, yeah, fuck you. Like, basically saying, fuck you, Charlemagne and shit. Like, basically had my back. Yeah. When that shit happened to VGZ, I didn't see nobody have his back. Yeah.
The meme. Have you seen the meme?
Which one's that?
The one with the with the elephant.
No, I haven't seen that.
Basically, there's an elephant. I think the elephant is AKA. Then there's a hippo. And then, the elephant is basically kicking the elephant is kicking the hippo's butt. Yeah. And the hippo is rolling over, and then that was VGZ, apparently. And then there was another hippo just walking away from the situation. They were like, that was Zambians. it's like, yo.
We're just minding our own business.
That is the whole thing. Look, I've interacted with him. I think the first time I interacted with him was at Zamfest.
Yeah.
All right, because I was one of the hosts there.
Yeah.
And then he was coming on to do his set, blah, 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 blah.
He's a great DJ, by the way.
Yeah, great DJ.
Yeah.
You know,
he knows how to mix.
You know, he came through, did his thing. That was the first time I had interactions with him. I think I wasn't even following him then, or I don't know if I was following, I don't know. But I think at that point I was like, oh, let me follow him.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was following him at some point, and then after that stuff, I unfollowed him.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah. And then when I met him at Zamfest, we talked,
Chopped it up.
and whatever, chopped it up. And then, introduced him on stage, whatever. We're good. Followed him, he followed me back. I've, tweeted him a couple of times when I'm playing his song with Ice Prince and Slap D and whatever, he retweets or whatever. So it was just one of those things. But like for me, I was like, that whole AKA stuff was unwarranted.
Yeah.
It's like South Africa right now. I don't care who else you are, but South Africa is AKA and Casper Invest.
Yeah.
Everybody else is gonna come after that.
Yeah.
At this particular point, why would you want to go after probably one of the biggest artists out there?
No, it's AKA Casper and Nasty C.
There you go.
Yeah.
But the same thing,
That's
the same
big
thing
three.
that we can even talk about with Nigeria. It's sort of like, it's like you want to start some shit with Wizkid or or thingy, Davido. And I'm like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's just like, yo, it's more beneficial for you to get along with these people than... Especially,
I feel like it has to make sense.
You're already getting into these circles. You're already hanging out with Pato Ranking. You're already going to South Africa and doing shows in South Africa. It only benefits you for you to hang out and be in good books with these niggas.
Yeah, it has to be warranted. Like, let me give some context with the Charlemagne thing. It's like Charlemagne there was the time when Casper, I think, did his first Fill Up the Dome thing.
Yeah.
And he had the floating stage.
Yeah.
And then Kanye copied that shit. His design, his creative team copied that shit. And they had that conversation on The Breakfast Club, like on Charlemagne shit.
Yeah.
And he basically sort of discredited Casper for doing it first.
Yeah.
So that's why we were going in on him. There was a reason. It's like, no, like, you have to know that there's an African dude that did shit first. Because many times these people be copying our shit and they just go scot-free. Like, this was a moment where, like, yo, that was a moment.
Yeah.
And we want to own that shit. That's why I had to add my voice to that shit.
Yeah.
And so we went back and forth, and that was that. So, like,
there was a reason.
There was a reason. You just don't go at people for no fucking reason. Especially on Twitter.
Because they're celebrating their success, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was weird. It's like he's just happy.
He's winning. Like,
He's winning.
What's the problem? How does that affect you?
I don't get it.
If his record was at the same position that Philo and Versace was on,
he'd be doing the same thing.
Doing the same shit. So what's up?
Doing exactly the same thing. Anybody would be doing the same thing.
Because those were big records. You've got
because it's like
Kodak Black on that.
Came out some time back. It's been on, and that was the thing. It's like, look, it's been on the charts for some time.
Yeah.
And it's not moving.
Yeah.
It's not going.
Yeah. You have to celebrate a milestone.
You have to celebrate a moment like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, I don't know, man. Like, you gotta think before you tweet. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Too much.
Seriously, like, just going at people just for the sake of going at them is just, it's super fucking weird.
Yeah, man.
But it is what it is. Do you?
Whatever floats the boat.
Yeah, what else do we get into, bro?
There was a report. There was a report that I found interesting on. I think it was on CNN, BBC. They were following that about African artifacts. 90% of artifacts and things that are important to African history are actually outside of Africa.
Yeah, we've been knowing that.
90%. I didn't know it was 90%.
Well, Who do you think's been finding these artifacts?
Look, I'm saying, so it's like I knew it was a lot, but I didn't.
I thought
think
it was 100%. I thought it was 100%. Everything. In fact, it has to be 100%.
90%.
It's like everything that the white people found. You think they just left it here? When they found shit here, when a white man, any white man that came to Africa found something, and they couldn't manage to do it alone, they called up the homies, and they all came here and fucked shit up. And
that's the crazy thing. Yeah. So it's apparently 90% of, African artifacts are outside of this continent.
Where's Broken Hill Man?
He's in England. He's chilling.
There you go.
But the amazing thing is, or the thing that the story was all about on the BBC and CNN is that they're actually like Macron, French Prime Minister. He was saying that he was visiting in West Africa. I think it was Benin or something like that. And he was saying that we need to start giving back some of these artifacts because they're not ours, basically.
Yeah, they don't belong there.
They're not ours. So as of yesterday, they returned, I think, like 28 artifacts.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
They returned 28 artifacts. And I sat down and I was like, you know what? I think, because a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or whatever ago, we were talking about that. It's like, people, it was in the conversation, social media and whatever, bring back Broken Hill Man and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's like, now I think this is the best time to even talk about, bring our shit back now. Because it's not yours. That's the crazy thing. And the thing is, there was actually somebody who was arguing against it.
Oh, what were they saying?
They were saying that, no, some of these things were traded.
Yeah,
they were traded.
When you got a gun to your head.
And that was exactly the point. It's like,
the fuck you think we're gonna do?
Like, yeah, of course.
Of course.
You were the masters.
Yeah. Come on.
So
you intimidated the people. Yeah. You gave them salt or some shit.
Yeah.
And then you you did a trade or some shit. It's like, but anyway, this is the world. This is the world that we live in. People come to Africa, they take shit, and we let them take it.
So for me, I think this is probably something that should start a little domino effect. I think for African artifacts need to be in Africa.
Yeah.
All right. You want to see them? Come to Africa.
Yeah.
All right. It's like, what the hell would we be doing with freaking Stonehenge in Siavonga?
I know.
That's not our shit. That's yours.
It just doesn't make any kind of sense.
Yeah, and it's boring as hell. But our shit is interesting and all of that. And you guys are making money showing African artifacts. Yeah. That's the crazy thing if you think about it. Yeah. It's like he's a white man trying to explain to fellow white people about black things, about black African cultures. Like, what the hell?
But like, when have white people ever done anything without taking from other people?
They always do, though. They always do.
Civilization was built off that.
Yeah.
They came and got slaves here, and they used them as cheap labor to work on their plantations, all of that shit. Yeah. Jack Daniels was made by black slaves.
Yeah, there you go.
By slaves. What am I saying? Black slaves. Slaves. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
It's like, I'm not surprised by any of this shit. But yeah, let them bring this shit back. Shout out to Macron.
Yeah. Bring our shit back. And I always feel like, like the relationship that France has with his, the people they colonize, it's way better than the one we have with the British government. I think our relationship with the British government is just trash.
Why do you think that,
I think the British government is still salty that, we got independence. With the situation, like France and the countries they colonized, they have like great relationships.
I don't know about
our relationship is just meh with Britain.
They do give us shit though. They give us money, bicycles, books, and shit.
I'm just saying it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same.
What is the French government doing for these French-speaking African countries though?
It's like they go there, bro.
Like what? Most of them are like illegal immigrants, I believe. Most of them.
How many illegal immigrants are at that side?
From
how many illegal immigrants? How many illegal immigrants from Zambia are in the UK?
Probably a lot.
Nah. People don't even want to go to the UK like that.
What? You don't want to go to the UK?
People don't want to go to the UK like that.
Hey, niggas want to go there, bro. Come on.
People want to go outside.
They want to go there and get the accent and come back here and sound like they're smart.
If you gave them the option between the UK and the United States, people go to the United States.
But that's the world over, though.
Master. No,
everybody wants to go to the fucking US.
People in the West, French-speaking countries, all right, in West Africa, people want to go to France. They don't want to go to the United States. They want to go to France.
To do what in France?
There's a whole lot of shit happening in France.
Let's not act like there's no racism in France, bro.
No, there is racism. Out there. Yes, but what I'm saying is, it's like if you watch, all right, if you listen to some of the exchange programs that they have, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
There's more exchange programs and things that you can tap into when it comes to the US Embassy and going to the United States than it is Britain. The US Embassy is way more open than the British Embassy. It's way more open.
I think, the British government they do that though, but maybe it's just the scale. Maybe you just say the scale at which they do that is different, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
festivals.
It wasn't until Obama though that they really opened their doors, bro. Where they really open the doors, where they have a Mandela Fellowship shit, all of that stuff. Like, when did we ever have like a proper program where it's like every year Africans go there to learn a trade or two, then they can come back here and then implement it to better
the United States has always
people.
Been open, bro. They have the DV program, the diversity program. All you just have to do is apply for that shit. And if you win, then you win. Then boom, 5 years later, you're an American citizen. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Apply.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the scale. I understand there've been programs like that. I feel like if a black person becomes president in the UK, I'm pretty sure they'll open up their doors more.
And
look, there's Brexit happening in the UK anyway. It's like they're trying to tell everybody to fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
UK.
And this is like what they did back in the day with that splendid isolation policy, where they were like, fuck all your own niggas, we're going to survive on our own. Then after a while, they realized that they couldn't, and then they got back. So this is exactly what's going to happen with the Brexit thing. I'll tell you that.
Brexit is trash, man. Anyway.
Join Lucas and Tori. Before we get to that, you wanted to say something?
No. Like, that's just my 2 cents.
All right.
That's it.
Join Lucas and Tori, bro.
Are you enjoying it?
Huh?
Are you enjoying it?
I like it. I'm just surprised
that that's exactly what it is. I like it. I don't love it.
I'm just surprised at people who are like, I didn't know Tory Lanez could rap. It's like, if you listen to his albums, the man drops bars.
Been? Yeah. Where you been, though?
The man drops bars. It's like, the fuck? These are the people who probably just listen to a single, that's it. Singing shits, and you're like, that's what Tory's about.
Nah, man.
His albums, he's really going in. It's like actually more of a rapper than he is a singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you're liking it but not loving it. What you mean by that?
The bromance is too crazy for me.
What you mean?
The bromance between the two people battling.
What, do you think they like each other too much?
They like each other too much. It's not real. It's not personal. It's always nice when a battle is personal and disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's always better when it comes from a place of anger.
Yeah.
Now it's like, look,
they're just having fun.
They're two extremely talented guys and they are going in lyrically. Obviously, it's going to be nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not, you're not trying to wait. It's like, because with the whole, Drake and thingy, it was a situation where it's like, okay, there's conspiracies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's there's literal dishing of the dirt.
Yeah, there's mystique there.
There's a whole bunch of shit. With Biggie and Pac, it was literally this nigga tried to kill me.
Yeah.
He tried to kill me.
Who shot you?
Yeah, I can't go out there and kill him, but I would do everything in my power to destroy his career and his credibility. He should not eat. You understand what I'm saying? It's like that's the level it was at. So for me, I just really feel like Yeah, it's a really nice sparring match.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I'm waiting for the main event.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna come because obviously it's, you know. I was telling a friend, it's like, yo, I think somebody needs to sleep with somebody's girlfriend. Maybe it will get personal and exciting at that particular
Take that shit to
point.
another level. I heard that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I guess you're right. I guess it's just, you know, lyrical flex.
Yeah.
Just trying to show that, you know, you can drop bars.
Cool.
And I guess now people get to be more acquainted with Tory Lanez bars. Everybody knows Joyner Lucas can rap. But Tory is just, he's sort of showing like a different side. I like what they're doing though. It's fun.
I like
nice
it. It's
for
good.
the culture
It's good for the culture. It's very good for the culture. I mean, even Fabulous put it out there. It's like, yo, I'm loving this Joyner Lucas.
Yeah.
You know, Tory Lanez shit. And I was like, yeah, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it would be dope. I mean, after that, just like, imagine, think about this. I mean, I think about stuff like this. It's like, think about this. After this, 6 months later, boom.
Yeah.
Collaborative album.
Yeah.
Or mixtape or whatever.
I think that's where it's leading to.
You know?
I think they'll drop something.
You already got somebody doing the hooks.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, it's easily money in the bag, man.
Straight. Yeah, so shout out to Joyner and Tory. Time for us to get out of here, man.
Time for us to get out of here. We didn't even announce what episode this is, though.
This is episode 11.
Episode 11.
Yeah.
We out here, man.
Yeah. Next week's episode marks 3 months of the podcast.
There you go.
Yeah. We've been at this for a little bit.
And we'll keep at it.
We'll keep at it. All right. So remember, subscribe to the podcast. You can subscribe on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, on YouTube. Make sure that you hit the alert button so that every time we drop a new episode, you're able to get it.
Yeah.
You get to get an alert on your phone.
Yeah.
And then follow us on SoundCloud, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. Follow us and then, get all the updates. And, we have a mention here. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Think Big Media. Tired of all your commercials looking or sounding the same? Same announcer voice as every other commercial on your local radio or TV station ads? Book thinkbigmedia@gmail.com or call 0975-154-857 and make a difference. Give your corporate identity and product the life it needs. So next time you want an advert, think us. Think Big Media. You think us, we think your brand. All right.
Awesome.
Until the next episode, we're out.
It is what it is.